All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. First and foremost, we have to give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem,
Bashim. Yahweh
Yahushai,
Shai.
Ba'ashem,
Bashim.
Ruach
Kakodash.
HaKodash. All right, I'd like to say double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, who rule well and taught us this truth. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect and one third. All right, brother Salah.
This is Brother Barak.
All right, and for today's video, supposedly we're gonna do it's gonna be centered around this video from TikTok. Now we don't know if it's real or not. I think it's most likely fake, but even if it is, that's not gonna take away from the point.
Yeah,
It's
play the video, and you can decide for yourself. Like, just have some discretion, like whether it's real or fake. This is what will be coming in the future. This is what the plan Esau has for these people. So let's play the clip.
all right. Now before we do, we of course we're gonna play the copyright disclaimer. So I'm gonna pull that out. Give me a few moments. All right, here it is. All right, disclaimer, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. And any information given that might sound like medical information, that's not medical information, it's just news reporting. So without any further ado, we're going to play the video.
My name? It's not too important. What I'm about to tell you, it's extremely important. I'm one of the first people to get a Neuralink implant in my skull. If you guys can see and don't really know what a Neuralink is, it's kind of like an electronic chip from Elon Musk embedded in your skull. At first it was kind of like a Fitbit, kept track of vital signs, stuff that was going on in my body. Eventually it's gotten to a point where I can move a mouse without even touching a computer. I can connect, I can download, I can transfer information. I'm not the only person that has one of these now, and now we can communicate. This is what's going to happen for the rest of the world. Eventually, this technology will be, maybe not you, your kids, your grandkids. This is what's coming next. Welcome to the year 2025. Have fun.
All right, so as you just saw right there, that Jake, he supposedly took the MOTB. So now we're gonna open up with the Book of Revelation, chapter 13, and we're gonna start at verse 16 on down. So it says here, Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a haragma in their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it's the number of a man, and his number is 600 score and six. If you go into score and six, that's Chi Psi stigma, that is 666, and that's the numbers that you see on your barcode. All right, there it is, Chi Psi stigma, 666. Right there. Now again, that video might be most likely fake, but that's aside from the main point, right? Esau about to roll out with his MOTV technology, right? Right. He's about to force a lot of people to to take it. Like he'll use certain individuals, like celebrities and whatnot, to try to get people to get it. But eventually, Esau's gonna come with a strong arm, and he's gonna use martial law, his military, right? To force people to take it. Hence the reason why he causeth all. right? Meaning what? All right, let's go in the book of Strong's. If you look up the word causeth,
Strong's G 4160. Poieo. Poieo.
let's see, to make, right? The names things made to produce, construct, fashion, to be authors of, to produce, bear, shoot forth, acquire. All right, so this damn devil, he's gonna use authority, right? Right, he's gonna use his strong arm, meaning what, his military, his blessing, the sword, and yes, that MOTB is also part of his blessing, in order for people to take that, to take that
And,
strong arm.
and I'm gonna bring out a verse. This is the book of Proverbs 19:29, right? It says, "Judgments are prepared for scorners, and stripes for the back of fools." So these fools that take that chip, man, that's the ultimate judgment. You know, they take that fucking chip, you're doomed. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys are gonna get convinced, whether it's their woman that convinces them, or their hunger cravings, or whatever. They're gonna start bugging out, or they might just a dude might they might start giving people this chip might start making people do certain things that people can't do, or trying to get people you trying to get people stronger, or just more skills or whatever, and then people start taking it because they want that shortcut, and they get fucking destroyed. And if I may say something, they're gonna be like memes online to like the so-called YNs, like making these stupid fucking memes, like when your friend takes the chip, and you got Riz with the Huz, or just some stupid shit that caters to them, and then you'll be able to Riz up woman artificially and all this shit, but it's just all vanity, and essentially this is just you're gonna have to rely on faith, man, because during this time, people are gonna just start taking it and start bugging the fuck out. But you gotta rely on faith that you're gonna be able to eat and that you're gonna be taken care of. I have a precept, if I can bring it out right now.
Go ahead, Billy Alsop.
If you guys didn't bring this out already, but this is the book of Joshua 1:9. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and be of good courage, and be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For for the Lord Yahweh is with thee whithersoever thou goest. So wherever you go during this tumultuous time, during Jacob's trouble, where where the heat is being put, the Lord's going to be with you, man. Just like He was with Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He was with them in the fire, man, in the pit. They were being literally put to death, thrown in the pit because they didn't want to worship, Nebuchadnezzar's false idols. And the same thing applies now. You can't crack. You gotta really just hearken onto the voice of Yahweh Shemiel Shai and rely on that faith. And this is why we gotta be, not based off instinct. We gotta be on repetition. Just like the elder Jeremiah from the Great Millstone Chicago camp says, we gotta have that repetition from learning these scriptures, learning these precepts, keeping these embedded into our mind and spirit, and meditating. You got a lot of guys too. They come in here. They might be like a month or two into the so-called truth, and then you got this one guy, John Truth, who's saying the mark of the beast is not the chip, and he's saying that it's sin and it's lawlessness. It was the Edomite fucking teaching. So you got to watch out for these fucking idiots, man. Watch out. Saying that it's not the RFID, microchip, or the Karagma, the implants. Karagma is the marking of the incision. You bring it on the Strongs, it'll tell you. Yeah, we just brought that out. Yeah, it'll tell you in the forehead or in the hand. Yeah. Not the name JC, or not keeping the laws, or the white woman. That is some fucking bugged out shit. And you're gonna get destroyed if you're going around talking like that and you're telling other people that, man. You're going off. If your ego and your pride wants to make you be this so-called teacher and tell people amongst congregations that are new just because you might know a couple of scriptures, you want to start making your own assumptions and just doing things off your whim, you're fucking bugging the fuck out, man. Yeah. Okay? And we don't got time to be doing that shit. Especially you fucking Edomites, man, out here that are watching that try to be doing that shit in these congregations, man. Teaching like John Truth, and there's a couple of other individuals, man, that need to just sit the fuck down, man. Yeah, some of these guys need to get the fuck out of here, man. Sit down.
Yeah, this truth isn't even for you.
It's not for you, man. Okay? You need to fucking realize that. This isn't for you, man. Okay? Making these chats and all these like servers and shit. You want to just have this whole kumbaya. You ain't even mentioned in the Mark of the Beast and the RFID microchip.
Yeah.
You're not even talking about it.
Facts.
Okay? You're just trying to appear all puffed up and knowledgeable and you know, and wise.
Yeah.
Holier than thou, you know?
And at the end
Absolute fucking folly and absolutely out of order, man. Salakia, brother.
No, you're good. And at the end of the day, you know, just like you said, with you know, with the Hawaiians want to take it, you know, to raise up women, well, all that, man, ties into fucking idolatry, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You trying to raise up your woman that like at that point you fucking worshiping woman right there, man. When you supposed to be over the weaker vessel, man. Like you're not supposed to cater to them. Like they supposed to serve you, and you are supposed to serve you. How Bashim Yal Shai, man. That's why you weak ass niggas, man. That that fell out just because you got caught up with a woman, man. You gonna be one of the first people to take the charagma, right? Right, let's get that precept right. And I remember watching from the from the Brother Gabar War, where it was I believe the video was titled "Sis Gotta Be Dismissed." Man, these jakes out here, man, they basically giving these they basically giving these females that they basically getting Eve, right. I'm not gonna say like, I almost caught myself saying that. That's Salakia, but they're gonna give these Eves or these fucking hyenas, right, a pass just because they want to lay pipe down, right, and that's Jake's thinking with their small brain, not with their big brain, right? And I'm gonna pull out precept, on that, you Jakes that that don't have the discernment, whenever they don't have that good discernment. Whenever you see an attractive woman, right? Many men have. All right, here it is. All right, it's the book of first and two precepts, right? All right, many men have gone out of their wits. All right, here it is. All right. Oh yeah, Slacky. So this is First Ezra chapter 4, verse 26. Yeah, there be many men that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. You know. So that's a cut right there. Right there. You idolatrous motherfuckers, and it's gonna be these 2/3 Lions that want to take that to impress women, right? When at the end of the day they might not even be impressed with that shit. So you pretty much got that shit for nothing. Really, that was the Lord, tricking you motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, with the whole Instagram, the way the feed, the algorithm set up, you go on the For You page, and then it shows like you're getting stimulated with 20 different videos all on one page. But soon they're gonna start pushing that MOTB. You're gonna see most of what you see is gonna be like, shit related to these chips.
A lot of women are gonna
start women are gonna start taking it.
Kim Kardashian, Glorilla.
Yeah, because then it's gonna start making them, who knows what the fuck it can make you do? It can make people start looking better or whatever, and then it's gonna fucking bite them in the ass, Because we gotta remember that Esau did that test with that, that apple, if you know what I'm talking about, back in 2020, 2021, where he was bribing people to take that shit.
And I'd like to say something. there was a video that was around YouTube, RFID microchip, and Catherine Albright, who actually was fighting against the RFID implementation for many, many years. Her whole career was basically founded upon speaking against it. She has a book called Spy Chips. I recommend any of you brothers out there to get it. It's around $15, $20 on Amazon, and it talks about how they wanted to, this was many years ago, back in 2006, so almost 20 years ago, they wanted to implement RFID in all clothing, in bananas, in produce, instead of having a barcode to scan. So let's just say, for example, you throw out a banana peel, they're going to be able to track that person that bought it with a credit card and tie that in and then give you a ticket for littering. Or they can figure out who ate that, and then they could, let's just say there was a recall or something. They could track back and say who got sick from the recall, so on and so forth, which honestly is just an invasion of privacy, and they want to use that. Elon wants to use that as a way to get people to bite the bullet. But going back to the main point of the conversation was that they tested this on mice, and the mice had tumors forming 2 inches around to where this RFID microchip was implemented. And the reasons why they test things on mice, because it's very similar to what would happen to a human, man. So imagine what a human's gonna happen. They're gonna use that to basically take a lot of people out. And then the one thing that Esau desires is control. So that's gonna be the ultimate form of control, when he can start manipulating people. And at his own will. Esau was totally just trying to beat around the bush, saying he doesn't know that the founder of this, who understood that those tests were done, wanted to just completely just beat around the bush and avoid the question. So they know that the moment that you take this, it might seem all nice and dandy for the first couple of months, and then next thing you know, you start having reactions, just like what, a couple of years back, we'll let you figure that out. It seemed all nice at first. Anything that this devil gives you, especially if it's for free, there's always a consequence. Whether it's free government food, whether it's free water, there's always a consequence for it, man. Never trust thine enemy, man. Yeah. And be not deceived. Satan's wicked schemes and devices, roughly paraphrasing, man. Talks about that in the book of Corinthians. I don't know if you wanted to bring that out, or if anybody wants to bring that out right now. But actually, be not.
Let's bring that out. You said 2 Corinthians.
It's in the book of 2 Corinthians. Be not deceived to Satan's devices, and then I have a precept to back you up right after, brother.
Oh, for we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, for we are not ignorant of Satan's Alright, this is book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Yeah, and this is why we're speaking on this stuff, bringing it out, right? And then motherfuckers out there be like, man, why are you talking about this stuff? Man, you ain't gonna do nothing. Well, whoa, yeah, it's to bring awareness so that if something like this does come out, the best we can do is avoid it. But motherfuckers like, nah, you ain't gonna do and that's 2/3 of Jake's mentality. They think the world's gonna continue the way it is, man. It's because these motherfuckers had no faith, man.
And guess what? They're gonna say, why are you mentioning this all the time? This is all you talk about. Hey, guess what, motherfucker? We're warning you people. And what, the blood's not on our hands because we've been warning you. We've been repeating it. We didn't just repeat it once. We repeat it very, very repetitively, because we have to go back and repeat these things over and over, because you're a stiff-necked people and you don't want to listen. You don't want to hearken on to the voice of the prophets and take heed to what they have to say. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. So, it might seem good, it might seem like shiny, but eventually it's going to rust. If you take that, it's going to rust, man. There's going to be everlasting consequences, man. You're fucked if you take that shit. Okay? So prepare yourself now and prepare your mind and get ready. Get ready to withstand temptation.
And I also like to bring out, and I know that you and Brother Brock mentioned that about the mice taking the chip, right? That they received them sores, right? Well, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 16, verse 2. And the first went out and poured his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noise and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast upon which them that worshipped his image. So yeah, man, if you, like, you take this shit, man. Best expect you gonna receive sores and boils around your body.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you expect? You're putting a foreign test subject into your body, and look what happened, a couple of years ago. I mean, that just gives you an example right there to all you people that and don't get me wrong, some individuals, they didn't know. This is before they came to the truth. Okay, there's grace to be given. That's not the mark. That wasn't the mark. For those people that want to say that wasn't the mark. But that should be an example of the consequences that some people went through. The side effects,
Yeah.
the shit that just popped up. So we're not going to talk about it. You know what we're talking about, okay? But the understanding, you're going to probably break out in boils, and there's going to be a lot of crazy. You're going to probably get some sort of crazy shit happening to you, some sort of crazy illness, man. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, man, and that's and the Lord and it's and the Lord talks about there's gonna be no remedy for that. And the only remedy is gonna be them ICBM nuclear missiles, man. If you take that Haragma, the MARK to the to the BEST, right? And another thing I want to bring out, brothers, right? Like you talk about, man, ultimately, right? Like Esau could like Esau wants to use that, the track who threw with that banana peel, where who started littering, so they could like take it and find them. Well, Esau, man, this damn devil, he ultimately wants to be like the Most High, man, but using the left hand side, but using his left hand side blessings, going back to the sword, right? Right, so I'm gonna read a couple of precepts out, and then close off, unless you brothers have anything else to add on with that, and,
I'm
and,
going.
and then we'll close off from there. But we're gonna jump all the way back to Genesis chapter 3, and we usually bring this out whenever we talk about either the Karagma or the philosophies of this damn devil, which the Karagma is also tied into as well, because it's all part of his system, right? So this is the book of Genesis chapter 3, and we're gonna we'll start at verse 1. It says here, now the serpent, if you go to the word serpent, it goes into nakash or nahash, meaning what? Sorcerer, or one who learns by experience, right? A cunning hunter, and that's who Esau is. He's that serpent sorcerer, that cunning hunter of the field. Okay, was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai had made, and said unto the woman, yeah, has God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall surely not die, for Yahweh doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Right? And that's ultimately Esau's MO, right? With that fruit, his philosophies, right? He wants to be like the Most High. All right, because another precept jumping to this, right? Let's get this. All right. So we're gonna jump to Isaiah chapter 14. Let's get this in the Blue Letter Bible. Uh, uh, all right, Isaiah 14, and we're gonna start at we're gonna start at verse 12, right? It says here, How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weakest the nations? And if you go to the word Lucifer, it just simply goes into the word light bearer, the illuminated ones. They have that light, that knowledge, and they have that wisdom from the left hand side. And that's speaking of none other than Esau, Edom, right? Hallel. Hell, light, Lucifer, light bearer, morning star, the shining one, and the true shining one is Yahweh Shai, right? But this is speaking of the wicked elites, you know them Edomites, right? Them Rothschilds, them Rockefellers, right? The wicked, the the leaders of this current evil world, which are these wicked Edomites, right? Not some fucking fallen angel. Oh, get that bullshit out of your head. That comes from Greek mythology. Pushed out through Catholicism, man. All right. But continuing on, so we don't get off, right? Verse 13. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit upon the mountain of the congregation of the sides of the north. I will sit above the heights of the cloud. I will be like the Most High, right? And that goes to show you the pride of Esau, man. And right, and to prove to you the point as you read on down, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that shall see thee shall nearly look upon thee and say, and consider thee saying, Salakia, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Right, and that proves to you right there that's talking about Esau, right? Right, man, Esau, man, this damn devil Esau, he thinks he can. He could be like unto Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, man, thinking that he can know everything, right? But the Lord's ultimately setting his ass up, to take his ass down. That's why he wants him to push out that Karagma so he can ultimately bring his ass down very low, right?
A preset, brother, when you're done.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. You're
Okay.
good, brother. You're good.
This is backing off, going off to what you were saying about not just some how it's the people behind the scenes that are operating. You might think it's your so-called politician Caesar Nero, and it's only him running the scenes, but it's not only him. It's not just that guy. He's not running everything. There's people even beyond him. That's what you guys need to understand. You need to just open your fucking eyes and see that.
Yeah. Like
this is the book of Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So amongst high places, these so-called elites, just like you said, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Orsinis, they're working amongst, props that they have, celebrities, Elon Musk, Caesar Nero, Bill Gates, to try to use the sword, use the manipulation, use the tactics that they have, on the left-hand side, use this, use it to cause mass deception, man.
Yeah, and these people fall for it.
These people fall for it, man. They're fucking retarded.
Yeah.
They have no discernment. You gotta have discernment, man. You can't trust these fucking people, man. You can't keep Jake, if you're out there and you still trust your government, okay, there's something beyond wrong with you. We're here to tell you, man, okay, that you're fucking bugging out, man. You need to wake up, okay, because nobody is gonna come and save you other than Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, okay? No politician, no celebrity, no Kanye West, no Kyrie Irving, okay? Nobody, man. No John F. Kennedy. Now he takes Red 40 out, and now you want to just start. They just masked it into a different ingredient. What don't you guys get?
Yeah, they'll do things on the controlled opposition side too to do damage control. So they'll do a couple good things, and then do a couple, and then they'll do some wicked things, But like it's just to masquerade the wicked things that they're doing. They'll do a couple good things,
Cause a problem and give a solution, and then the solution is shit. So you can't be ignorant to the schemes of Satan's devices, and we're not wrestling. We're wrestling against principalities and darkness. Yep. This is it. We're living in this dark. This is the dark, man. Okay, this place fucking sucks, man. This is a present temporal evil world. There's nothing good about this world. Everything's degrading. Okay. You look at the floors have gum all over the floors. You got crackheads in the street, and you want to say that we're in the new covenant?
The water got all that
The
plastic
water has all the plastic.
shit.
This is hell. And
This
you
ain't
want
the
to say we're in
fucking.
the new covenant?
We are not fully in the new covenant, man. You know, we don't got the law written on our hearts like that. You know, Jake's still calling the wrong names. You know, and you guys want to go over here and say, you know, that's a sacred names movement. You know,
Or name
name
means
means character in Hebrew, and
So it doesn't matter
name
what you
doesn't
call
matter.
them. Then next thing you know, you have
bug
people,
the fuck out, man.
Next thing you have people, you know, this is kind of going on to another topic, man. But like, we're not. This place is falling apart, man.
Yeah.
This place is falling apart. Okay. That you know, we can go on and on about that, but that's a topic for another day.
Yeah.
That's a topic for another day.
Yeah.
But just pray for the spirit of wisdom and discernment, and prepare your mind for what's to come.
Yep.
Simple as that. And hearken onto the sound doctrine of the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. And don't be going and following all these other unity camps, okay? And these Yah Israelites that are so welcoming and so, you know, shalom, family, welcome in, okay? They're not telling you what needs to be said, man. They're not telling you straight up what you need to hear. They tell you what you want to hear, and they're all nice, okay? Don't be listening from congregations that allow Edomites in, okay? Okay, and they let them feel like they can cleave on. Snap out of this shit, okay? This stuff's about to get real, man.
Yep.
Jacob's trouble is about to get so real, man, okay, that you gotta get serious. This ain't no fucking joke, man, okay? So that's all I have to say, brother. I don't know if you have anything else that you wanted to say. You wanted to close it out.
Yeah, I'll close it out with these couple of precepts. Now to tie everything to get together, right? Like, and when you said Esau brings out damage control, and he can convince a lot of people, man. Well, this is the book of Job 9:24. The earth has been given to the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces and the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And we know damn well that's talking about Esau, because the real judges on earth are the Israelites, right? Starting with the prophets, right? The elect, 104, starting with Yahushai, Yahweh the elect, 144,000 who are the prophets and teachers, right? Right, and then the rest of Israel. Well, right, but now this damn devil's in rulership, right? And jumping on to Revelation chapter 12. Well, in verse 7, you'll speak at verse 7, right? This basically ties Esau, the damn devil, to the serpent, right? Who wants to implement this haragma, because this motherfucker, he wants to get that blessing, that he wants to have control, man. And but this is what the fuck's gonna happen to his latter end. So we're gonna start Revelation chapter 12, starting at verse 7, right? There is a war in heaven. Michael and his archangels fought against a dragon, and the dragon fought his angels, right? And no, this isn't talking about a mythical battle in actual heaven. No, this takes place here on this realm, Earth, man. It's talking about Michael Allah fighting the dragon. Who's that dragon? Well, you're gonna find out. Now, and they prevailed, not. Neither was there found any more place in heaven. And heaven just means what? Rulership. And in whose rulership? And that great dragon was cast out. That old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. Well, was cast into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And guess what? And jumping back to Job 9:24, the earth has been given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces and judges of not where and who is he, man? That wicked is talking about none other than and we're gonna wrap this up in the book of Micah.
I have one more precept, brother, if I may, after you're done with that, Micah.
Let's see. I'm Salakia, Malachi 1:4, Salakia. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shai Sabaoth, meaning his armies. They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. and the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever. Yes, the Lord fucking hates these people, man, and He's setting Esau up to push his Krogma just so He can ultimately destroy him, man. Once Yahushua cracks the skies, as you read, with Michael Allah and the angels and the rest and the elect, man, the rest of the and the rest of the 144,000, man. That great day of judgment is coming, man. So Jake, man, don't be deceived of taking this Krogma, because that's ultimately gonna be to your detriment.
Yeah. And one last precept, brother, if I may, just because you said the Lord hates you, Edomite devils. This is the book of Proverbs 8 and 13. The fear of Yahweh is to hate evil, pride, arrogancy, and the evil way, and the froward mouth do I hate. So for all you people that say we're supposed to love everyone,
We're moving love.
move in love, we move in love. No, man. No, we fucking hate this devil, man. We hate him with the perfect hatred.
Yep.
Okay? We're supposed to.
Yep.
We're supposed to. This guy has done nothing but step on our fucking people for years.
Yep.
And we're supposed to just love you. Man, Shalak, Rayam Mashapayim on you fucking devils, man.
Yep.
Okay? We hate you. All right?
Hey, man, yeah. How Bashim Yahushua, he gonna fucking destroy every one of you devils when we get to the kingdom, man. Man, you best believe y'all motherfuckers gonna face judgment. All right, all right, and that's gonna be it. And you know what through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, we gonna bring out one final piece to close this out, man. Call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Man, if you're in this ministry and you're trying to follow this truth and sincerity, you're supposed to hate this evil. Okay, you're supposed to hate this world. Okay, we're not of this world, man.
Yeah.
It says it. If you were of this world, the world will love its own. Roughly paraphrasing, but we're not of here, man. We don't belong here, man. We're trying to get the fuck out of here, man. So of course we're gonna hate this place with a perfect hatred, with a righteous hatred, because that's the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay.
Amen. That's our treasure, as the scripture says, right? So we're gonna wrap this up in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 25, verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, so we have to give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. Yahushai, Bashim, Rukakadash. All right, double honors for our apostles and elders, a great millstone, and the bishops that on down that toss us through that been pushing out this work, and shalom to all you Akim out there pushing this word out there in truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in the 1/3. All right, brother Salah.
It is Brother Barak.
Yeah, brother, what's up?
And with that, I'd like to say shalom.
Go on.